G'day, it's Jonathan here from Dawson Heating and Cooling. Today I'm going to show you a couple of simple ways to set up the automatic timer on your Daikin wireless remote controller. There's two different ways you can do it. There's a 24-hour timer where you can set an on and an off schedule in each day, or you can actually set up a 7-day scheduled program timer, which allows you to set it 4 different settings and different temperatures for each day of the week. The first one I'm going to show you is how to set the simple 24-hour timer. Before you set up any scheduling, don't forget to set up the time and day of the week. You do this by pushing the small little timer button here on the bottom right. So now what we want to do to set the on schedule for each day is push the on button down the bottom here. Once you push on, you'll see the on symbol is flashing, and it's currently set to 8 AM. We want to set that to 7:30, for example. We then push the on button again, you'll hear a beep, and that has now locked it in. So it'll start at 7:30 each day on whatever setting you have set. So if you've set 23 degrees on your controller, it'll start at 7:30 every single day at 23 degrees. Then we want to set what time we want the system to turn off each day. So we push the off button. If we want it to turn off at 9 PM each day, we use the select button till we get to 9 PM in 24-hour format. And then we select off. That's now locked it in. So as you'll see, every day the system's going to turn on at 7:30 and it's going to turn off at 9 PM. To cancel the schedule, what we now need to do is just push the little cancel button at the bottom left, and that'll return the system back to manual mode. If you prefer to set up the schedule for an entire week and you'd like to set up a different setting for each day of the week, I'm going to show you how to do that now. So once again, don't forget, before you set up your schedule, to make sure you set up the time of the day and the day of the week. You do that by pushing this timer button down the bottom right. For the 7-day schedule, we firstly want to push the program button, which is this one here. It's this little symbol here. So you push that, and as you see, the day of the week and the time will come up and the set point. So what we want to do is push the next button, and you'll see the on symbol is now flashing. This is saying that we want to actually turn the system on. We can actually also change that to say off, but we want it to come on. So we then push next, and we want to set what time we want the system to come on. So we want it to come on at 7 AM on a Wednesday at the moment. We're on Wednesday in the schedule. We push next. Okay, 22 degrees. We might want the system to come on at 7 AM at 21 degrees. And then we push next again. You'll see the number 2 comes up on the screen, which means it's the second schedule for the day on Wednesday. So now we want to set what time we want the system to turn off. We do that by then pushing the up and down button until the word off is displayed on the screen. We then push next, and we say what time we want the system to turn off. So normally this would be when you're going to work if it's on a weekday. So we hold the select button down, and in this example we'll say 9 AM. Hold the button down, and once we get to 9 AM, we push next, and then we see number 3 coming up on the screen. This is now a third setting that we can set, so we can have the system turn back on in the afternoon. Push the select button until you see the on coming up on the screen, and push next. Now in this example we'll say 4 PM. We want the system to come back on, so we hold the select button down. So now we've got 4 PM, we then push next, and we set what time we want the system to come on at 4 PM. So we might say we want the system to come on at 22 degrees. We then push next, and this is the 4th schedule for Wednesday. We push the up button. Now there's an option to either have it to go into an off position, or you can actually, a lot of people like to actually leave it on at night, but just at a lower set point, depending on if you like the system to be on or not. So at the moment I'm going to leave it on and push next, and I'm going to say, go backwards. Okay, so we might say at 11 o'clock each night, we want the system to stay on, but at a lower temperature. So when we get to 11, we push next. Okay, and we might say, we obviously don't want it on 22, or we might say at night time, we want to have the system just sitting on 17 degrees. So instead of completely turning off, it'll only come on if the system does get down to 17 degrees. Push next, and then it goes to the next day. So now we've actually set in Wednesday. If you want every day of the week to be the same, what you can do is you can push the schedule program button, push it again, and we're on Wednesday, we can push the copy button. So you'll see CP, it doesn't show that on all controllers, but on this model it does say CP. We then push the select button to Friday and push copy, and it puts all those, everything from Wednesday has gone into Friday. You can go to Thursday, you can go all the way back to Monday and do exactly the same thing. Go to Tuesday, copy, and now every day of the week, Thursday, copy. Now every day of the week has got the exact same schedule as we had already set. You might now want to go to Saturday and Sunday and set up a completely different timer. We do this when we push the program button. We do this by just scrolling through till we get to Saturday. Saturday is there with program number 1, and then we follow the same steps. We then push next, we turn the system on, and we go through all the same steps as we've done with Wednesday. You can then copy Saturday onto Sunday, or you can set it up so that they're they're completely different, depending on your lifestyle. I hope this has been helpful. Please click the like button below and leave any comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching and have a great day.